Hey YouTube, how's it going? This is Alpha Prime of Prime Union back on the test server, and I'm going to bring you some gameplay action on the new Transformer to reach the game this week. His name is Impactor. He is a bot that can be used for both factions, Autobots and Decepticons. So I think you could actually get two of them and have one for each line if you were to buy more crystals or get lucky. I don't know how that would work. Later on if they do offer Impactor in a bundle. But anyhow, he is a bot that can be used for both factions like Gnaw. So very interesting figure. I've had a chance to test him out a little bit on the test server. And as you can see there, he's got the same mold as Rook from Combiner Wars. Here's a shot of Rook. And we don't have him in the game yet. He's possible, but we also know that the original Defensor had Groove instead of Rook. So who knows what we're going to get from Space Ape when Defensor gets released eventually. But this is Impactor. He looks really good, and I've had a chance to play with him a little bit. Let's take a look at his stats. Now, I have Impactor at level 55-8 on the test server, and you'll notice that his health is pretty decent. It's 16,300 health. He's not as, say, tanky as Hotspot is. As you can look at my Hotspot here, has over 20,000 health. But his damage per second is a lot higher. And typically, bots that deal high damage don't have as much health as a warrior class bot. He's a special class bot. And as you can see there, his Energon Mind Blaster at level 8. For 10 seconds, your laser causes 5,098 damage. You generate a shield, attracting defenses and absorbing 70% of the damage you receive. Every time you get hit, your laser damage increases by 1%. So that is at level 8, 55-8. And as you can see there, if I level it up to 55-9, I'll get to 52-87. So it looks like it'll cap out around 6,000 for damage if you're able to max out your Impactor to level 60 and 60-10. You should be able to get over 6,000 damage from his special ability. So that's pretty nasty. Now, I put a Rejuvenate core on him just to test it out. But I'm thinking that a better core to put on him would be one of the Prime cores. And I was thinking of giving him Amalgamous, because when he's in alt mode, he's going to all damage, including special abilities, goes up by 14%. And restores 1% health every 5 seconds. So that's probably the core that I'm thinking that I want to go with for Impactor. So I'm going to swap out and replace the core for Impactor and see how it works. As you can see, they haven't ironed out all the glitches there. When he's holding a core, he doesn't show up. So that will be fixed on the live game once it goes live. But let's check out Impactor now. So you'll notice that it still states 5,098 damage, but I should be able to get an extra 14% boost on that with the Amalgamous Core equipped, and 1% health every 5 seconds. So every 0.5 seconds. So let's give that a try here. Let's test him out. Now, we're going to try out Impactor in solo mode. So let's try and see how he would fare in solo battles here. Let's try Zone 11 to start and see how that works. Okay, so we've just loaded up a base that looks pretty good for our first test with Impactor. And I think I can solo this base just by himself. So let's deploy Impactor on the far right here.
Concentrate your fire.
As you can see there, I'm using the Note 9 with a stylus, so I'm able to drop Impactor exactly where I want to on the launch pad. It's just so key using a stylus to play this game, because it all comes down to pinpoint accuracy when you're deploying bots. Okay, so we're just going to path upwards, and as you notice there, his ability, the Energon Mind Blaster, just blasted through that. And you see I tripped a mine there, but I'm going to quickly pop on his Mind Blaster weapon. And you'll notice there that he can take up multiple defenses at the same time, because it lasts for the 10 seconds. But if you notice that, his ability can shoot through the walls. And but the thing is, after the first attempt, sometimes he actually triggers a wall. and he'll be shooting the walls. So that's something that I talked to Giannis about earlier today, and he said that they're going to continually work on his improvement. So hopefully he can continually target new defenses every time he destroys them, even if they're inside the wall. So like Sentius Magnus and Malice, he has the same issue when it comes to taking out wall pieces. He tends to kind of linger on walls after the first defense or building is destroyed. So hopefully I can show you some more examples of that. So that was, did we just see Impactor there floating in the ocean? I think he's floating in the ocean over there. There he is. He's floating in the ocean there. And there he goes. He comes back to the base there. Okay, let's go back to battle. That was cool. As you can see there, they're still working out the little kinks with Impactor so that he'll be available to us very soon. And let's try a higher zone now. That was a zone 11 attack that I showed you guys. Let's try a zone 13 with 4-star Prime and a few other bots. And let's see how he would be with power leveling with other bots at a higher zone. So let's do zone 13 here. Okay, so we just loaded up a zone 13 base, and this one looks pretty good for Optimus Prime in the game because you can use Optimus Prime's ability to bypass all those walls and all the defenses on the left side of the base here. So I'll show you what I mean here. Let's drop Prime and Impactor on the far right of the launch pad here. Okay, and then we're going to use Prime's ability here, the Inspiring Charge. And as you can see, I can rush right to that radar tower, and I bypass the whole left side of this base. And then we're going to use the Energon Mine Blaster to take out some of these defenses here and give Prime a break from having to take out everything on his own. And you can see there that Skyburst is kind of wandering down a little bit. So let's use Prime's ability again and get him around the corner here and drag Skyburst up as well. So there you have it, guys. This is a Zone 13 attack with 3 bots there. And the Mine Blaster ability is very, very good. You can take some multiple defenses there, as you can see. But did you notice that? His Mine Blaster is very similar. It looks like Galvatron's ability, but he cannot go through multiple defenses at the same time. He can target different defenses after they're destroyed, but he cannot go through multiple defenses at the same time. So that's something that I'd like to mention there. Okay, so that was a Zone 13 battle with Impactor, and let's try something more interesting and more challenging. Okay, so this is the ultimate test. We're going to try a Zone 14 base, and this squad has a 19k squad power. And we're going to try 2 gunners, 2 healers, 3 gunners, 2 healers, a jet, Impactor, and Optimus Prime, and let's see how that goes. And again, we're going to try a Zone 14. Now, Zone 14 says 16,000 there, but to be very honest with you, some of these bases, they vary quite a bit. You can get a 16,000 base, or you can get like a 20,000 base, a base that requires 20,000 squad power to beat. Like, look at this base here. It's fully maxed out, and it's going to be very difficult to beat if you have only 14k squad power. So let's give this a go with Impactor and see how it goes. Now, I don't think he is going to be great for a base like this that has lots of walls. I think he's more meant or more designed for taking out bases that don't have as many walls. But, you know, we have Jazz here. He can help break up some of these walls. And we'll get Impactor just to clean up a bit. And you can see there he's closest to that laser turret there, so he's firing away on this wall, and going to penetrate this wall here in a second. So boom, that wall goes down, and see Impactor's ability goes up by 3 points every time you want to use it. And there's Impactor's ability on that maxed out mortar, and if he gets a little bit of help from the team, all the better. He'll be able to get through defenses a lot faster. So I might not even need to use Jetfire as much on my walk team. I use Jetfire because my Jetfire can shoot anything that's max, which is really nice. So you see here, my bots are going up. I kind of want to see how this is going to turn out. I could have used Prime there, and I could have used him to take out that or to make Impactor go down. But I really wanted to try out Impactor for you guys on all these defenses by himself here. He has Jetfire to help out a little bit. But look at all that damage he just did to this top of the base here. Awesome. And he's at 100% health because his these defenses are hurting him quite a bit. So this core is just too good if you can get it leveled up. Like my core here is at level 17, my Amalgamous Core. And yeah, look at that. Impactor's at 100% health. So gross. Loving Impactor. What a great bot. Wow. And let's see if he can take out this HQ. He doesn't have any ranged attacks. Like sometimes, you know, for example, Prime can use his blaster gun as a ranged attack. But the Impactor doesn't have that. So he's just fully melee all the way. Takes out that HQ. That was cool. Actually, I'm glad that he walked up on his own there. I'm glad I didn't use Prime to pull him down. That was really cool. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the replays that I shared and my little spiel on Impactor. I think he's going to be a great bot. You got to level him up a bit, of course. Mine, again, is level 55-8, which is a little on the higher side, I know, for some people. But he can solo bases like you saw me do with a Zone 11 there. So you're getting 30k experience every time you solo Impactor by himself. So you can start soloing him in lower zones and work your way up to over level 50 like I did. And you'll get XP a lot faster that way. So he's great that way for power leveling. I actually put him in Outpost because I want to see how he works in an Outpost. He should be a beast because you're getting 10 seconds of distraction. And that laser is going to deal over 5,000 damage to enemies that attack me. And of course, he has that shield. So he's a good distractor bot. So I've got him in an Outpost, Swoop, Star Saber. And I put in Slash too because Slash deals so much damage and stuns as well. So hopefully these Outpost bots will work out well in the war that we're planning very soon with the other YouTubers. Give them a little tip onto what I have in my outposts. Well, anyhow, that's it for this video. We did the Impactor video. I have access to all these cores as well, as you can see. So we're going to discuss these new cores as well in another video. We want to just keep this video shorter. Okay, well, thanks for watching. This is Alpha Prime of Prime Union. Please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And share this video if you liked it. And catch you very soon. What we're going to do, as I said, we're going to do another video on the new defensive cores that were added to the game. And of course, I forgot to mention the shield generator here. That looks pretty cool. I'm going to talk about that as well. So you can see, we finally have a good use for alloy. So stay tuned for that video. This is Alpha Prime. Peace out.